Hi, folks. Nice little day for the market. We've got a big bull run that we've been on. Really the last year. We've had a consolidation for the last couple months, and we're starting to test the top of the range. So the market's acting a little bit choppy the last couple days, which is to be expected. If you look at kind of where the pattern has been, well, let me get rid of some of this junk. Right, we've just been in this big range, and so we're at the top of the range, and we've been grinding. And what typically happens when you have a range is that when you get to the top of the range, everything looks good. It feels good because, well, the market has just gone up. But when you come back down, when you start to crack, you can come right back to the bottom range, and then everything looks ugly, and then you're back to the top. That's what happens in this type of market, where when you're in a range, our natural inclination is always, right, buy stocks high and sell them higher. But in the range, you got to almost do it differently. So we're getting a little bit of a rest here. No, nothing to be too alarmed, but the action has been pretty good. So the market across the board is just flat. You can see some nice trades in the morning. We had some nice runs that we took in the biotech sector. So right now what we're seeing is like when oil, so I use USO to track oil. When oil gets really weak, the biotechs start to go. Where the correlation is, I think because biotechs were the hot sector, and then now some of the money is flooding out of there and going into some of these cheap oil stocks. And so, when we had the flush down here, you started to see, we hit like kite at 64 bucks, ran to 68. We had this, we hit Juno at the open. That's been the correlation. So, I got Juno like 42 bucks or so, for the run. That's the kind of moves that you're seeing with that inverse relationship. So just something to keep an eye on. Right now, it looks like, oil, at least on an intraday basis, is starting to bottom out a little bit. I've got 800 shares left of OAS. I got a couple thousand shares of LNCO. I'm out of pretty much everything else. Both of these look okay for a run. I got OAS at a good average. I originally had 3,000 shares, and so I've got a little bit of cushion. It's running at 560 right now, so I got a little bit of cushion. Not too bad. So I can give it a chance to develop into what it wants. But I like that type of setup. See, after you get like such a big push where you go from 12 bucks to 20. To come back down and kind of test your first moving average, you got a hammer candle over here. That's a good area for a breakout pullback play. So that's what I've done. And same type of thing with LNCO. That big push and now a pullback to your MAs. It's oversold. I think those are going to be the kind of plays that you're going to get today. And then really the last one that I'm watching that my focus is on is this BLDP. Probably going to take a couple of shares short here, stop above 261, and I think that's got a nice look to it. We may see a late day fader in this one. I love the look of it in terms of this stock. It's always been a fader, and you kind of run right in that 200-day moving average. Since it couldn't get to 3, I do suspect that we'll probably crack here and get back down to the lows. I'll scale into it. Right now I just got a couple thousand shares. I'm more focused on the oil names. I think it's an easier trade, but it's a good look. So that's it for now, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be in the chat room trading all day. Let me know.